to bigger and better things.
Sound asleep, huh?
Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. We'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year. The Oklahoma Sooners
checking my insurance.
taking on a team
You
from
had
the
to do that
playoff a year
inroad
ago,
shit for the
the
year.
North Carolina Tar Heels. 48 Sports College
Call you
Football.
back,
Reese
man.
Davis with you alongside David.
No, I was talking to
Jesse
Yvonne.
Palmer. Time to get this game started.
She told me that my emotional capacity has dried up.
And the Sooners will kick it off to get us underway.
Emotional capacity for who?
Anybody. She said I sound mean.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
She like, you all right? I said, oh, I'm fine. She said, don't sound like it. Looks like you're... Oh, I'm great. Okay. Great. It sounds like you're quite opposite of what you used to be. I said, no. Fine.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I told her about Beverly. They said Beverly told her she's going to call her. Today's her 17-month anniversary. They do something every day, every month on the anniversary.
This one's fun
so she told Beverly she was going to call her. She was like, she said, you know, I think Beverly, the older Soraya gets, she not like her as much.
Oh.
I said, yeah, I've heard that. She was like, it's just a hunch I get.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him.
I think when she was a baby, you know, it was different because she couldn't move and do as much. So now that she's getting older, she was like, I think it's not this much.
Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense.
She's like, I don't think she feel included. She's like, if she called me and asked me if she could spend the night at my house without Soraya.
They turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the ball.
That's the last time you had it. Y'all got into it and you brought it back at 2 o'clock. She's like, I know, so I don't know why she want to come back. She said, but I guess she see me come get Soraya and she feel left out. I said,
they're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on
that's enough for Yvonne. That's that bullshit I'm not going to do.
Find more creative ways to get
I said, the family got every option to get up out that bed and do something. And do she know?
Cash it in from just outside the 5. A first down run.
I said, oh, but since Soraya do it, she got to get up and do it.
Not a lot going on there.
I said, Yvonne.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
I told Lamar don't act like that.
The defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it. That's when you take advantage.
I'll talk to you.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash
it
on 2nd and goal.
Let me finish this game.
Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're going to ride this running back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Peterson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got his man in the middle. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They give it to him again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. On the ground, it's Goss. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's gotten the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez to pass. Sagged in the middle. It's Hall. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
1st and goal for the offense. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the returner will be dragged down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Lopez wants to fire. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And now let's see what they come up with on third down after that incompletion. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Comes the Oklahoma offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looking for space, it's Tatum. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Unloads it downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed. And you got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Washington. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Fuck out of here.
And so a huge gain is negated by an illegal forward pass. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Line drive and not his best work.
Shit, left or right.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. Grab near the sticks, it's Washington. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there.
That is not a damn
They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
Them niggas is on defense. Y'all doing y'all thing,
and as
man.
the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
I know. That's that's why I said y'all doing y'all thing on defense. We had to go to the bag of tricks. Motherfuckers are stopping everything.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Johnson.
Yeah.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Lopez wants to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners. The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Push down for the tackle. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Pressure coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be at the 40 to start this drive.
That's fun.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. Breaks into the open. They finally rustled down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the left. Breaks the tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll take it himself. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Washington. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The screen, and watch out. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the comeback is on.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Corrals it at the 45.
Come on.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one...
What the fuck?
And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you can do without taking the ball away.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going to take a shot. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Washington. Throwing right. And then
bruh, come on.
The big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Looking downfield on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Tatum.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some time.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is there. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good at cover.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
But we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's caught. It's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Coming up, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Gauze. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lopez to pass. Finds his man. It's Ship. Open space at the 25. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the 2nd half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the shot. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Can't challenge you after you caught the timeout, dude. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Can't challenge you after you caught the timeout.
Everybody on the same page. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I love it. Defense not surprised.
I'm talking about feet set. This nigga can't throw a pass for nothing, bro.
They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
I get it. Let's do some good shit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tatum. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th.
He'll take the deep shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again.
Look at this
He'll
shit.
take another
This
shot
nigga.
here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd
He
down.
can't throw a pass.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big.
All my passes be real.
It's pass. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard.
Trying to beat the D deep.
I'm talking about all of them on red. What the fuck?
The defender was right there. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep.
That was
And
green.
he'll pull it in inside the 20. The Sooners are in the hurry up. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lopez wants to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Shipp. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Lopez to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. Don't make him forget that.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it's sort of